we're going to practice dividing a 3-digit number by a 2-digit number. And to start off, what we're going to do is we're going to ask ourselves how many times 45 can go into 675. Remember, 45 is called our divisor and 675 is called our dividend. And the answer to our problem will be called the quotient. So we're going to start off by saying, how many times can 45 go into the first digit, which is 6? Well, we know that 45 can't go into 6, and so therefore I can't write a number above the number 6. So then I move on to the second digit. How many times can 45 go into 67? Well, I know if I double 45 I would get 90, so therefore it can't go in twice, it can only go in one time. So 45 goes into 67 one whole time. 1 times 45 is 45, and I can go ahead and subtract. 7 minus 5 is 2, 6 minus 4 is 2. Bring down my 5. 45 can go into 225. Now if you're not sure what to do, the best thing to do is to start with the number 5, because it's right in the middle, and then whatever your product is, if it's too high or too low, you can easily go lower or higher than 5 to try to get your answer. So 5 times 5 is 25, carry my 2, bring my 5 down. 5 times 4 is 20, add the 2, I get 22. Now luckily, 225 is what is as close as I can get, obviously without going over. So I can go ahead and subtract that, make sure I put my 5 where it needs to go above my other 5 here. So 15 times 45 is 225. I subtract and I get no remainders. So 45 goes into goes into 675 15 whole times. But I do want to check my work to make sure I'm right. So 45 times 15 should get me my dividend of 675. So I can go ahead and check that. 45 times 15, 5 times 5 is 25, carry my 2, bring my 5 down. 5 times 4 is 20, add my 2 is 22. 1 times 5 is 5. Remember to stair step over when you move to the next digit. 1 times 4 is 4. Make sure all my digits are lined up by like a little imaginary line there, keeping them in order. And so I bring my answer down. 5 plus 2 is 7. 4 plus 2 is 6. And 675 matches my dividend, and so I know that 15 is correct. .2 as our divisor and 1.26 as our dividend. Now keep in mind, we've been practicing this, but we have to clear the decimal point out of our divisor, which means I have to move it one spot to the right. And whatever I do to the divisor, I need to do to the dividend, so I have to move my decimal point here over one spot to the right. And then I'm going to rewrite my problem so I don't get confused. So this is going to become 42. This is going to become 12. Because my decimal point moved, it's going to be 12.6, and then I have to move that decimal point up into my quotient, just straight up to the first floor. So then I go back to my regular steps, which is going to be how many times can 42 go into 1? Well, it can't, so no number is going to go there. How many times can 42 go into 12? It can't, so I cannot put a number there either. So I can go ahead and fill in those spaces as zeros. How many times can 42 go into 126? And if it helps, you can also do this. 42 cannot go into 1. Bring my 1 down, bring my 2 down. 42 can't go into 12, so can't do that. Bring my 6 down. If that helps you so you know where you are, you can do that. So 42 can go into 126 how many times? Well, I could start with my number 5, because it's right in the middle. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 1 is 21. Way too large, so I know I'm going to have to go smaller. So maybe I could try 42 times 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 4 is 12. 126. So I'm going to put my 3 above my 6. 3 times 42 is 126. I subtract, I have nothing left over, and my answer is 0.3.